Hi everyone, welcome to the first video of 2026. Happy New Year. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to become a data analyst in 2026. And trust me, it has never been this easy. Previously, you had to worry about so many things, but this year, there's one thing which has changed everything, and that is AI. Let's jump right into the video. This video is divided into 5 sections. Each section is equally important. We start talking about what a data analyst is, and we talk all the way how to get a job. So feel free to skip to the section that interests you the most, and let's get started. Section 1. What is a data analyst? Data analyst in simple term is someone who turns data into decisions. This is the simplest way I can explain the job of a data analyst. Data analysts are one of the most important people in any company. They use the data to deliver very valuable insights which help the leadership to make decisions and make the company profitable as well as deliver better results. In 2026, companies are expecting 5 key things out of any data analyst. These are clean, messy data. That's the key responsibility of any data analyst. Second is building dashboards and really good reports. Third is answering business questions faster but accurately. Fourth is analyzing trends using the data about the industry that you are in. And the fifth is communicating insights using data to non-technical person effectively. But since we talked about what companies are looking for, let's also mention what companies are not looking for. Companies are not expecting you to build full AI models. That's not your job. They're not asking you to be a software engineer, and they also don't expect you to know advanced calculus and maths. They do expect you to know a little bit about it, but not advanced. Now let's talk about the most interesting trend in 2026. In 2026, AI is doing most of the heavy lifting, from coding to enhancing and optimization of your code. But humans are still required to make the decision and decide what matters the most out of the data. Section 2, let's talk about what are the skills that you need in 2026 to be a data analyst. First and foremost, SQL is still the king. You need to understand SQL. You should be proficient in writing basic SQL and understanding and reading the basic SQL scripts. You need to understand the joins. You need to understand select statements. You need to understand nested statements. You need to understand basic functions. You need to understand what a group by is. These are the basic things that you really need to understand, and SQL is not going anywhere. This is the primary and the most important skill that you will need no matter which year it is. Second is Excel. Since the day it is launched back in, I believe, in 90s, it is probably the most important tool which is being used by every analyst in every industry. It is still relevant and it is not going anywhere. Excel is probably the most relevant tool out there. It will save you a ton of time to do quick analysis on any sort of data effectively. In Excel, you at least need to know how to create a pivot table, how to do VLOOKUPs, XLOOKUPs. These are very important functionalities that you need to know. You also need to know basic formulas like sum, multiplied, division and all that. And you also need to know how to clean data in Excel. These are very basic things that you need to know, and they're easy to learn. I'm going to link few resources which will help you to excel the Excel in the description. Feel free to check them out. Now, third is one of the most interesting tools for me. I love making dashboards. You need to know one data visualization tool. The most common data visualization tool out there are Tableau and Power BI. I personally prefer Power BI. I've been using it for a very long time, and I think it is pretty good when it comes to creating reports and dashboards. You can also use Looker. That's a good one. There are a ton of resources out there. You don't need to know it advanced level, but you at least need to know how to create basic visualization. You need to know how to tell a story using data. These are the things that every company looks in an analyst, whether they can create a story from data using a data visualization tool. I'm gonna link few resources which I personally find really useful when it comes to learning about data visualization tools. Fourth is Python. Python is not a must, but it is a good to have on your resume. It will look really good because Python is primarily used by every data person. So it's not bad to learn a little bit about Python. You need to know basic libraries like Panda, NumPy, Seaborn. These are the most common used library. I'm gonna link some resources for them as well. And you can start learning in the background to upskill yourself. Python is gonna help you in the long run if you know even basic Python. And fifth is business critical thinking. In my views, having business knowledge is as important as SQL. It will help you deliver better insight. This is what differentiates between a junior analyst and a senior analyst. Senior analyst can do jobs much more effectively because they have deep business knowledge. They can give better answers to questions when it comes to data. They can drive better results from data just because they know the business really well. So I would suggest invest time in whatever industry you are, learning what it is responsible for, what are the key factors which determines the result of that industry, what are the factors that impacts that industry. All these things are going to help you to become a better analyst. And if you are out in the job market and looking for a job, whichever sector you land in, invest first couple of months learning about that sector. It's going to really help you in the long run. Always ask questions like why this metric is important. What are you trying to do with this metric? Why are you asking for this dashboard? All these kind of questions gonna set you for success. And as you ask more and more questions, you learn more and more about the business. Section 3 is AI and data analysis in 2026. Everybody is talking about how AI is going to replace most of the data analysts. It is not the case. AI is not going to replace good data analysts, not in the near future, but it will definitely help you to become a good data analyst. And if you're already a good data analyst, it will help you to excel more. In 2026, data analysts are using AI to write really complex SQL. They're using AI to clean data. They're doing all the hard work using AI and delivering results faster and faster. This is the one changing trend, which wasn't the case a couple of years ago. So this has really changed how the data analyst in today's world work. But you also need to understand what AI cannot do. AI cannot understand the business context of your need. You really need a data analyst to explain the business context and the deliverables to the final stakeholders. AI cannot ask the right questions. You need humans to ask the right questions. AI cannot convince your leadership. You need a good data analyst to deliver the results, explain the story, and tell the leadership or your stakeholders what the data is trying to tell. So basically what I'm trying to say is data analyst job is shifting from doing to building plus validating, because AI is doing most of the building for you. You need to understand what it is building and you need to validate what it is building and then finally deliver what it has built or you have built with the help of AI. Now, section 4, step-by-step guide how to effectively learn these skills. Step 1, start by learning SQL and Excel. Invest couple of months, do real life examples, solve real life problems, invest at least 1 hour or 2 hours every day for next 1 month to 2 months to master the Excel and SQL skill, especially SQL. Just don't try to memorize the syntax because that's not going to help you as much as solving the real problems. Go to LeetCode, go to HackerRank, test your skills, solve couple of problems every day, and that will really help you. Step 2 is to learn a data visualization tool. Choose the tool of your choice and then just don't read about it. There are a ton of resources available for both Power BI and Tableau, which I am going to link in the video. But use mock data to actually build a dashboard. Building a dashboard will really help you learn how different visualization works with different kind of data. And you can even add this to your resume. Everything that you do practically is going to stay with you longer than something that you are reading on the internet. So learn by doing and creating a data visualization report. Focus on clarity rather than quantity and the amount of visuals, because remember, you're trying to tell a story, and an effective story is the one where there is clarity rather than quantity. Step 3, on the side, keep on learning Python. It's the same process as you learn any coding language. Go on HackerRank, go on LeetCode, solve real life problems. Try to pick up a random project and do it by yourself. Invest maybe 30 minutes or 15 minutes every day on the side and keep on enhancing your skills in Python. Learn as much as you can about the basic libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Seaborn. These libraries are the most used one and they will really help you excel in your data analysis career. And once you have that skill in your resume, you can even explore multiple other data related roles in the industry. Now, fourth one is the most important in my views. Build a project using data visualization tool, clean data using SQL, apply Python if you have that skill to clean the data, and put that on your resume. If you don't have any project on your resume, the chances of you getting an interview are very less. So try to do multiple projects that will really draw attention to your profile and will set you for success. Adding to this is building a portfolio, build a website or put them on your Git repo. Mention what you were able to understand from the analysis that you have done. What are you trying to deliver through this project? And don't just say you analyze sales data. You should be mentioning numbers. You should say something in the year 2023, I was able to drive insights that by doing this particular step, company can save $2 million, $5 million, and things like that. All these kind of insights are really helpful and they will set you apart from the rest of the candidates. So building a portfolio as well as a good resume is equally important. And if you are not good at building websites, I would suggest build a Git repo and put everything there and regularly update your repo with really good projects. And when you put all this on your repo, make sure to mention the tool you used, the key insights, problem statement, and what you are trying to drive out of it. Section 5, final section, probably the most interesting section. Let's talk money and how to get a job. So entry-level analyst in data field earned anywhere from 65,000 to 85,000. Mid-level earned somewhere around 90,000 to 120, and a senior data analyst can make upwards of $130,000. So that's money. This varies depending upon the location you are in. It can be higher in a location like Bay Area, and it can be lower if you are in a remote location. Now that we know how much a data analyst job pays you, how to apply for a job. So one statement will go very far along: quality over quantity. Tailor your resume to every job you apply for. Don't just apply randomly. If you find a job posting that interests you, read the requirements and tailor your resume as per the job posting. Don't use the herd mentality of applying to 1,000 jobs in a day. You probably will not be able to get even one interview. That doesn't work. I have tried it when I graduated from school and it did not help at all. Highlight the impact on your resume. Try to mention how that particular job relates to your experience. Outside your resume, write a cover letter, put that with the application, and it will go a long way. Use numbers. If they are looking for a salesperson, like I mentioned, just don't say I analyze sales data. Mention the numbers. Like from this analysis, you were able to find this much sale in this year for this company. And finally, outside from applying jobs, it is equally, if not more important, to do networking. Reach out to people, reach out to recruiters, ask them if there's a job opening in the company they're recruiting from, and if something is not available just now, make sure to tell them that they can consider you in the future. Always be in the talking terms. It will go a long way. Maybe you don't need a job just now, but in future, this will really help. Go to data events, attend forums and meetings, and try to network among your peers. Try to learn what they are doing differently, how their companies approaching AI, how they're using the new technology in driving data insights, building dashboards, and etc. And there you have it, the complete roadmap that you need in 2026 to become a data analyst. From what a data analyst is responsible for, all the way how to apply for a data analysis job. This video will explain everything. And if you like the video, feel free to share, subscribe, and I will see you next time.